welcome Mr. Yong, Director General of UNIDO.
Your Excellency, Mr. Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, President of the Arab Republic of Egypt, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, 2019. I would like to express my most sincere appreciations to the government of Egypt for having the vision to support such an important initiative and an international event. I would also like to thank all the sponsors and partners for making this event possible. Today, more than half of the world's population is below age of 30. The vast majority of them live in developing countries. Taking the views and the perspectives of youth in any development process is not optional, it is necessary. The UN Youth 2030 calls for the meaningful engagement and the participation of youth, and the UNIDO is fully committed to the fulfillment of this vision. Colleagues, friends, in UNIDO, we promote industrial development that is inclusive and sustainable, or ISRD in short. It is through the operationalization of the first pillar on inclusiveness and that the second pillar on sustainability becomes a reality. Our youth strategy reflects this integrative and a scalable approach. It seeks to mainstream youth across UNIDO's strategic priorities and the mandate to scale up our impact towards youth development and in particular employment. From our experience, we know that when young people participate, are included, and economic industrial development processes are much more likely to be sustainable. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, global youth unemployment rate have risen steadily since 1991 and 2018 from 9.3% to 12.8%. High level of the unemployment are usually driven by the labor market mismatches and also rigidities, which are influenced by the inability of the economy to create a highly skilled work. In this context, realigning the curricula with the private sector need and improving the quality of the educational system is of critical importance. Creating an enabling environment where the youth can live and drive digital economic trends requires innovative and multi-stakeholder ambitions and approaches to establish networking connectivity. However, technology is not the only factor that influencing employment for youth. Other elements, such as long-term structural change in the demography and labor relations and policy dynamics, as well as the redistribution of manufacturing activities and the value chains, can also determine future global employment dynamics at all levels. In this context, industrialization and the manufacturing sectors are fundamental drivers for technological innovation, in addition to enabling youth entrepreneurship. UNIDO's services aimed at, among others, increasing young people's employability and by providing them with necessary tools to create and develop sustainable enterprises for their livelihood. Further, the development and the peace core theme of the World Youth Forum 2019 synergizes with the UN Humanitarian Development Peace Nexus. Ensuring human security is an important concept of UNIDO to create shared prosperity through the industrial solutions. Our cooperative strategy on post-conflict will secure, restore, and develop livelihood and productive capacities to support the lives of young people living in the conflict-sensitive regions. And to build awareness on the potentials of the new technologies through the new industrial revolution to achieve the sustainable development goals, UNIDO develops norms and standards, carrying out research to support policy advice, building knowledge sharing platforms, and developing appropriate technical cooperation for UNIDO member states. Innovation, knowledge sharing, strategic partnerships are vital to realizing potential technologies associated with the fourth industrial revolution, new industrial revolution. Our flagship initiative, the Program for Country Partnership, known as PCP, is integrated and scalable, and the PCP is implemented based on the nationally driven multi-stakeholder partnership as aimed at attracting investment into sectors with high growth potentials. In close cooperation with the Egyptian government, UNIDO is currently designing a PCP in Egypt, aligned with national development plans. It will pay particular attention to youth, and as well as to the mainstreaming the fourth industrial revolution in Egyptian industries, which will create more jobs for young people and women. Achieving the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development will not be feasible without addressing the needs of young people around the world. It is necessary to invest in young women and men